Hi there, how's everyone doing? Coming in to do a May collective reading. Just stepping into, I was looking at the astrology. And the only thing that Spirit's like, don't even pay attention to the astrology right now because the message I got through was this month it would be easy to become ungrounded or, hang on here, let me see, I can't see it straight. It would be easy to become ungrounded and swayed off course, in quotations. Stay anchored. Um, and that's just what I'm going with because I was out and about in the energies today and I can feel it. It's like static in the energy field that there's angst, there's frustration, there are resentments coming up to be cleared. There's old karmic releases going on of whatever it is. You know, each individual is going to be different, of course, but um, I noticed that even driving, I really had to focus on what I was doing. I couldn't be off with my mind lollygagging over there and trusting that my angels were going to get me to where I'm going. Yes, I still trust that, but they needed my assistance as well. They needed to make sure that I was grounded and anchored in what I was doing. I'm driving this big vehicle, you know, that has a lot of power. So it's like I needed to be just focused on that, and then you know the wind picked up, and then I noticed there were distractions and noise, and all right, I just ate, and my stoma is gonna pipe in. I pretty she just did. So if you're new to my channel, I have an ostomy, and she pipes in every once in a while with something to say, and we just ignore. Just ignore. I can't control the noise. So I typically don't eat before I do a reading, but today I needed to anchor. I needed to ground myself. Some protein. So with that being said, I'm just feeling it. So, but I mean, so many beautiful things are going on, though. I mean, we've got, you know, the galactic portals. We've got 5-5 portal coming up on Sunday, and we got Pluto. Oh, Pluto goes retrograde today. Actually, if you live out west of the United States, about 10:36 this morning, so 1:30ish around my time in New York. So it's a great time to just go within. Just go within, because you're going to be pushed there anyway. So, all right, we're going to get some major arcana and minor arcana themes and get some more themes. Then use some tarot to fill in the blanks. And yeah, let's see. Let's see. I've already called in the archangels and divine mother and father and anyone who wishes to deliver these messages with me, or through me rather, for the collective for May 2024. What are the themes? Major arcana theme, please. One card. Thank you. Oh, destiny. Wheel of fortune. It's time for things to change. And in that, ladies and gentlemen, things might look a little ugly for a time, because in order for things to change, once that wheel gets moving, all the gunk that's accumulated in its stationary position has got to be cleared and dropped off as it goes over, and then it can cycle through you know, fresh water. I'm being shown, I don't know what they're called, a mill, you know, the big wheel with the paddles on it that go around, and it brings water, it scoops the water, and that's what I'm being shown. But it scoops stuff off the top, and anything that comes, you know, comes up from the bottom, it scoops it off, and it just recycles it. So any emotions, thoughts, patterns, things like that that are coming up for you or coming up to be recycled is how that's coming through. I want to move this. Seem to be running out of space on my table. All right. All right. See? Squirrel. I'm all over the place. Keep yourself anchored right in, zero pointed right in on what you're doing in the now moment. Stay present. You know, I know a lot of people love to multitask, but sometimes you might need to put that aside and take a look at just one thing at a time. This one just flew out of the deck. Choose wisely. 7 of Cups energy. I feel like we're going to be taken in many different directions. And I've got the Ace of Cups on the bottom of that. That's beautiful. Could have some love coming in. Let's take a look at some more themes for May, please. Choose wisely. Follow your higher guidance, I'm hearing. You know, you may also be seeing birds. Any type of bird, they are bringing you a message. So if you're not up to the spiritual meaning of the specific species, take a look at that on your handy dandy Google, you know. Especially if you keep seeing them. I know for me, I'm seeing turkey vultures a lot. I saw one Tuesday, did the Sagittarius reading yesterday, and they had a vulture. I went out after I did that reading, went out onto my balcony, and there's 7 vultures. And they loved how they were just doing this in the sky, and one of them was just guiding them all along. It was so cool. So cool to watch. They're very beautiful creatures. That, you know, people don't like them because maybe they're ugly, but they're very peaceful. They don't kill. They eat what's already dead. I don't know if this is coming through. Just obviously just for the bird messages, but so I had to go in and I had to look what it was meaning for me. You know, I still haven't found quite exactly the message, but I'm getting there. So if you're seeing a lot of birds, pay attention because they've got a message. Got begin now on the bottom of the deck. Something new, definitely very destined path about to be opening up here. First light, love that. Beginning a new cycle. Hello. It's like the sun energy, you know, world energy as well. We've got all the elements there, all the seasons. A new cycle. All that shuffling for that one card, and it's a beautiful card. Beginning a new cycle. It goes right along with the Destiny card, doesn't it? I feel like a lot of us are going to have some options for that, whatever that new cycle is. It could be one thing, it could be many things beginning in our lives. You know, if that's you, you know, just again, I'm going to say, just make sure you're anchored and grounded this month, because you could be, you know, your soul could be pulling you in many different directions. But whatever direction you go in at that moment, give it your all, give it your full attention, give it your, you know, your presence. Be very present with it. What do you need to release? And step out of your comfort zone. Well, maybe a lot of us need to release some fear this month, for sure. Doing things differently can make us feel a little uneasy and a little uncomfortable. One final message for you, and then we'll get into the tarot, please, Spirit. Thank you. I love the colors of these cards. I've got greens, I've got purples and blues, and you know, so I've got all of the upper chakras coming through. Then First Light's got the solar plexus right in the middle. The Destiny has, you know, the greenish yellow light here. So it's like having the willpower and the courage to step forward into this new timeline that is opening up for humanity. Yeah, this month might take us, you know, with Pluto being in retrograde, it definitely might take us a little bit out of our comfort zone. But it's, I love that because the North Node is our destined path. It's the path that we're meant to walk. And here we've got destiny. So both of these cards flank the rest of the cards that I pulled. And I love that. One final theme for May for the collective, please. 2024. Got my window open, so if you hear anything, that's just my blind blowing around along with the cards. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. I love that. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune again. So we've got 3 nods to, okay, this is time. It's time. You know, I'm going back to beginning when I started my channel, January of 2023, and the message I was given that for everyone for the year is like, the universe isn't taking no for an answer anymore. Yes, you've got choices, but to sit and stagnate is not one of them. Luck and right timing. I definitely, and it's a 23, so it reduces to a 5, and it's time for things to change. Time for things to change. Will o' the wisp. Treasures hidden in the shadows. Ooh, with Pluto retrograde until, when does he? Well, let's see. Do I have it written anywhere else? Until October 11th. Well, keep in mind that we had Pluto in Capricorn for the last 18 years, and it's now in Aries, but no, Aquarius, age of Aquarius. Thank you, Spirit. Now in Aquarius, and it dips back into Capricorn September 1st-ish until November 19th, I believe. And that'll be an opportunity to tie up loose ends. So pay attention to what's coming up, to the shadow that's coming up. This goes along with some zodiac readings I was doing. Actually, this the Sagittarius, because of the vulture message. So that vulture message is coming through here. That how was it? It was the perceived mistake. It's like seeing the blessing in disguise now, and you realize that nothing is a mistake. This is you finding the treasures within that. Still another nod to that vulture, and I'm gonna just shut my window a bit. All right, yeah. So just a little bit of that vulture energy coming in again here. You know, that shadow stuff could be a little uncomfortable to look at, but Spirit's saying we can't look away anymore. There's no more turning our face away from this. We have to look at it head on. 3 cards. Well, that didn't help any, did it? I find that very interesting how there's like no way that blind could be moving. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave it. Anyway, see, squirrel. You see what I'm saying? This is going to be the energy of May. I'm feeling. Don't let things throw us off course. All right, let's take a look at the tarot. Using the Sun and Moon Tarot today. Haven't used it in a while. Very interesting deck that chose to come out with all these other decks that I was using. So let's take a look at the month of May, please, for the collective. How do you want me to do this? No reversals, please. Thank you. As I say that, I watched it flip in my hand. It said no reversals. King of Swords. Coming into some clarity, some discernment. Yeah, there is an element here of other. Keep in mind, not only are you and I going through or having some shadow stuff, everyone's going to experience Pluto retrograde. Everyone is going to experience some of their shadow aspects coming up to perhaps bite them in the ass if they haven't looked at them thoroughly. For others, it could just be, oh, how there you are, and off you go, kind of an acknowledgement so it can be finally released and dissolved. Others are going to have to really dive deep into that. Depends on where you are in your path. You can't slouch through this. I'm finding it hard to keep my back up. I'm feeling this pressure on my back, and Spirit's like, you can't slouch through this. You can't be complacent through this energy. You've got to be aware and discerning. Two of Wands. New direction being forged here. New path being forged. Ten of Swords. Endings. Endings bring new beginnings. The treasures hidden in the shadows. That the ending could be painful and horrific and riddled with some really harsh truths that you haven't wanted to look at. But man, on the other side of it, you're going to be like, wow, I'm so happy that ended. I'm so happy that direction shifted, or, whatever, my soul agreed on. Just that pivot. That's how that Two of Wands is coming in here. There's a pivot. Seven of Swords. Yeah, you can't look away from it anymore. No more fooling yourself here. Time to be authentic. Time to be Integris, I'm hearing. Integris. Page of Pentacles here. New beginnings. Learning something new. Six of Swords. A lot of swords going on here. A lot of swords going on here. A little warm now. Shut my window too much. Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, Chariot. I was getting a movement. I was getting movement, moving right along. I was hearing. Interesting, because the Six of Swords, how these swords are, I'm seeing them spinning like the Wheel of Fortune does, and like that watermill thing spins. But these are spinning faster. Things could get out of, if you're not present in your situations and your experiences, things can get out of control, out of hand. Yeah, take the reins. It's not just you, it's the divine being led, leading you. Yeah, I'm feeling that. A bit of a struggle. I'm really zoning in on this bull over here, how he's just so angry and wants to go this way, and this one's like, no, this is the way we're going. So there's an imbalance. There's we've got to be very diligent. Bridget, what are you doing? She's trying to, you know how a dog scratches and then goes around and around and around. That's Bridget. She's the only cat I've ever had that does that. She Gotta get her ass comfy. Don't forget. Four of Pentacles. But yeah, this month you're gonna see some people trying to really hold on and control and have power in situations. It feels like that's the shadow energy down here. The Chariot and Four of Pentacles, what's coming off of these cards for me is trying to hold on to some power that's being asked to be let go of. And it's like it's not going to go quietly, but it's got to go. It's got to go. King of Swords, it's got to go. It's got to end. It's time for a new direction here. It's time for a new direction. The old ways don't work anymore. Pardon me, my allergies, 'tis the season. And my back neighbor, I was gonna go out and sit, but they were just mowing the lawn, and they've got a huge lawn, and it was like a freaking wheat field back there. It was long, so I'm gonna sound like this for a few days, probably. But yeah, it's time for this new direction. You know, I feel like this Pluto retrograde is going to show us some aspects, you know, where we've been deceiving ourselves, telling ourselves we can't move forward, telling ourselves things can't be different. But you're being offered an opportunity to see that they can, and an opportunity to implement something new in your life. Let's take a look at this Ten of Swords. Specifically, you know, definitely endings, you know, occurring, betrayal. Where have you been betraying yourself by sticking to a path that is out of alignment for you? There it is. Bam. Ooh, hey, come here. Come here. Ooh. Three major arcanas. We've got the Tower, the Moon, and the Empress. It came out this way. Empress sitting right in the middle of that. You know, it's time. Time is now. The time is now to be kinder. The time is now to tap into your intuition, commune with the higher forces, and I feel like I'm too close to my camera. I just saw 23, 23. And we've got this 23 here on the table. 23. I know 23 is a big number for a lot of people, for whatever reason, but yeah, you know, ending where we've been hiding ourselves, letting ourselves shine, where we haven't been taking care of ourselves and nurturing ourselves, letting ourselves grow. If we've been in situations where we weren't growing, where we were just stagnating and repeating cycles, this is a pivot point. Tell me about this King of Swords. What's he got to say? What is this truth? Thank you. Oh, hang on here. How many? Get one, yes, and I see we got. There's the truth. Yeah, there's the truth. Clarity. Three of Wands. What am I, you know, this is about being clear about what you want to manifest in this world, in your life, in your experiences. This is working with the divine to balance things out here. being very clear about what you want. And when we're clear about what we want, then the universe offers us this opportunity. And here it is, smack dab in the middle, a new start. It might be small, it's just a seed, but you know what? Faith takes what? The faith of the size of a mustard seed. I don't know the full way to say that correctly. I used to know that. My daughter and I used to say it all the time when she was little, but it just takes faith the size of a mustard seed to start anything, to get things moving. And here it just feels like, I have lost faith after whatever these endings were. Yeah, they needed to end, but I guess, like, you threw up the white flag and said, I give up. It's not about giving up. It's about surrendering and having faith that things are exactly the way they're supposed to be, that your life is, if something's ending, knowing, just have faith that something is on the other side of that, and it's beautiful, and it'll grow you, and it'll expand you, and it'll be exciting, and it could be your intuitive abilities heightening or coming online for the first time. It could be something that's very deeply emotional, something that moves you to the core. We don't know until we try, and we have to try with that one little ounce of faith. Let's take a look at that Princess of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles here. Yeah, this is heavy for the collective. I'm just feeling it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on here. I'm not taking half the book here. Pay attention to the moon cycles. I'm getting glimpses of this. I'm shuffling as they're falling out and everything. I'm getting glimpses of the moon, full moon and new moon. We got the new moon in Taurus on Tuesday, the 7th of May. Full moon 23rd. Full moon in Sag. Pardon me. Yeah, pay attention to those. What's coming up for you around those times? New moons are about setting your intentions. Setting your intentions. Be clear when you're setting your intentions. And then by the full moon, you're going to start seeing some physical manifestation of that. See what this new beginning is, this fresh start with this Page of Pentacles here. Where's this bringing us? Oops, excuse me. 7 of Wands. Yeah, your initial response might be to fight against it. Spirit's saying no. This is your time to be magical, to create the magic that you want to see. I'm hearing this is a time for miracles. So if you thought that something couldn't manifest because maybe you or someone else didn't have enough faith or whatever it is, this is a time for, that Magician is coming through and saying this is time for miracles. Protect yourself, put up your healthy boundaries, but take off the cloak that you wear that says you've got to be defensive and fight against it and resistant against it. This is not a time for resistance, but it's going to come up. It's going to show itself because it needs to clear. That's part of the shadow that needs to clear, the resistance. You might not think you're resisting anything, but I'm learning some new ways of, wow, I didn't see that as resistance. But so just check in. If you haven't read it yet, read Eckhart Tolle's Practicing the Power of Now. It's not the Power of Now book, it's the Practicing of Power of Now. It's a smaller little version. Yeah, I'm reading it for like the umpteenth time since my sister gave it to me back in 2015. because I'm a great one for analyzing things with the human mind. Um, and it's taken me a really long time to merge my higher mind with my healthy ego. And um, I'm finding there are still aspects where I'm resisting, and it's the words that I'm using. I don't even realize it. So, check in with yourself, see where you're resisting your new path, because it's waiting for you. You've got all you need. You've got all the tools. You've got all the wherewithal, all the ideas, all the how to take action. You've got all of that, and you've got the heart to put into it. Um, I'm hearing don't underestimate yourself this month. Ooh, I love that. Love that. Where am I going? Come here. Why do I feel deja vu? I don't know. Either I was given that message in my sleep and I'm remembering it, most likely. Um, I've got to make sure it's not a title to somebody else's video. Um, all right. Poof. Moving into, a boon in finances, could be. We still do have Jupiter in Taurus. So let's take a look at, where am I going, Spirit? Nine of Pentacles, thank you. Hangman. Might need to take a break and take care of yourself. With the Empress coming out saying that it's time to, don't forget to nurture yourself. By the end of the month, you may be during the month you're doing too much, because this energy can be, Mars and Aries. Mars is in its home sign. It loves being there, but it, got to remember Mars and Aries it's the energy of war. I'm more being shown the inner war with ourselves, like doing too much and not taking care of ourselves, that kind of energy. Maybe that's not warlike energy, but that's just what I'm picking up here. So by the end of the month, take care of yourself. Maybe there's some things that you need to. I know for me, when Mars is in Aries, or actually when Mars has any really strong placements, I've got to watch my spending. Mars is very significant for me in my chart, even though he's got a very um, small casting role in my chart, my birth chart. It whacks a big wallop, and I have to watch my money. So that might be for somebody, if you, depending on how you're feeling with this. If you've noticed in the past, every time you hear somebody talk about Mars being here or there or doing this or that, you notice that your spending habits, how they increase. Just be mindful of that. Be mindful of your money this month. I don't know about what's going on financially globally, where all of that's going, because it's not on my agenda to pay attention to in this lifetime. Like crypto or no cash and credit card, whatever that is. I don't know. But there's something about here about watching. Be mindful about your money. Trust that you're okay. You're okay. Some of you will be asked to be okay with less than what you're used to. But the great thing about this Hangman energy is in that paused moment, in that, just that, all it takes is like a second to just pause and um, return to yourself and really pay attention to what you're doing. So many ideas and so much guidance can come through from the higher self and the divine, and so it's important to take that time to pause. I'm really drawn into that that hangman and how his noose looks like. I've got two images. I've got an anchor, which is coming through, and then I've got the ankh, which is what I wear here. Eternal life, balancing the masculine and the feminine within. Seeing how they work together and not against each other with that Seven of Wands. Yeah. This is a month to get out of your fucking way. Your own way. But just get out of your own way, man. Get the fuck out of the way. I just got out of the way and let all of these, we've got 1, 2, 3 Wheel of Fortune energies here. Let the universe move you. Let's take a look at this Chariot. Where are we going to, universe? Where are we going to? We need to let go of that power. Being empowered and holding on to distorted power are two entirely different things. And this Four of Pentacles is coming through. It says power at the top of this card in this deck. This is showing me, it's saying to me, actually, this is about the old power that's trying to crumble away. This is what's ending the old power. The powers that were, kind of, you hear people speak of. Chariot. Yes. We started with the King of Swords. We're closing out with the Queen of Swords here. Use your discernment. Some things aren't meant to stay anymore. Tune in. Feel how it feels for you. Page of Cups. No. Yes, Page of Cups. I'm just hearing, put your heart into it. It's bringing me back to this beginning here, Be clear on what you're telling the universe you want. Be clear on what you want to manifest in this physical realm here. And this is saying the same thing to me. Be clear. Put your heart into it. Don't set your intentions through the mind only. Blend that with the soul. And that's where you're going to find spirit. That's where you're going to find the guidance. That's where you're going to find, the forward direction that this Wheel of Fortune is moving you into. Let's take a look at that Four of Pentacles. Oh, that one Fortune's wheel is calling me. We'll tap into that. Reminds me of an eclipse. This is energy that began at the April 8th eclipse. How the light returns. It's really, so this isn't something that's happening overnight. And for sure, this has been happening for, 2017, 2008, 2012. Those were all pivotal moments in history for the ascension path here. Three of Cups and Justice. Yeah, you know what? When we let go of this power, then things come into balance, and there's, we find our tribe, we find the people that we can celebrate life with, we can enjoy ourselves. For some, it's a partner. We've got the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. Ace of Wands, very passionate. King of Cups, and here's Wheel of Fortune again with the Fool and the Sun. Wow. Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands. Yeah, for many of you, this is a new beginning and a divine counterpart connection. This Ace of Wands doesn't want to go back in the deck here. But first we've got to let go of the power that we feel, we believe that we have. Yes, we have. I'm talking about the distorted aspects of ourselves, the shadow aspects. What's Pluto going to bring up for us? It's time to take the mask off and see clearly. Can you see that? Yeah. Since we can't get it into focus, you know what I mean? Yeah, seeing clearly. It's time to see clearly. I feel for many that you're beginning to see how the manifestation process works. That when you manifest from a humbled heart, then miracles do happen. You're seeing that clearly, and you're seeing how all these Wheel of Fortune energies, holy cow, it's time for change. Well, May is a 5 month, right? 5 is the number of change. You know, the Fortune's Wheel is a 23 card. It's 5. It's change. It's change that it's going to happen one way or another, with or without you. It's meant to happen. It's a destined change for humanity, for the highest and greatest good of humanity. It brings in balance. It brings in, you know, your soul tribe. It brings in reasons to celebrate, because it just comes from the heart. Things come out of the heart when we clear out all the shadow aspects. You know, and that heart is the currency for forward movement. But May's going to bring in some pretty troubling, let's just use that word, troubling energy for many. This could be on a global level. Seeing some things collapse on the global level, things coming out, you know, things that were hidden now coming out into the everyone's awareness. You know, definitely, you know, this definitely has a reminiscence, a semblance of the energy of 2020. And I don't have to remind anybody where the world was in 2020. I don't have to remind anyone about all of the hidden truths that came out around then, within the last, you know, 4 or 5 years anyway. So I feel like we're gonna see more of that hyping up now. I've been saying since January that I feel that the summer of 2024 is going to be very chaotic, not just for the world, but especially for the United States. You know, it's an election year here, and God willing, humanity will make the right choices and the right decisions here. That Choose Wisely card is now looking at me, and it's saying, you know, we've got the King and Queen of Swords, and we've got the Ace of Swords here. We have to be very clear on who we are, what we're speaking, what we're feeding ourselves, mentally, emotionally, food-wise, you know, spiritually, you know, physically, what we're consuming and what we're giving out. When each of us individually finds the balance within and comes from a heart space, that trickles out, man, I just got goosebumps, just got chills all over. It ripples out, and because I'm really seeing the rippling of the water, and it's like these birds flying over are creating the current, which moves everybody else in the direction that they're meant to move in. I'm not talking about herd mentality where everybody goes in their own, you know, the same direction. I am and I'm not, but not in the way of herd mentality. We're all going to be moving in the same direction, which is upward, forward, upward, you know, ascending, to the higher dimensions, the realms, the consciousness, Christ consciousness, unity consciousness. We're all moving in the same direction. How we get there is going to look different for each and every one of us. And it's about, I never noticed this before. So this is a dock. Can you see this is a dock, and there's a person meditating here, communing with the water, with the air, with the birds. He's sitting lotus style, and he's got his hands open, ready to receive. Ready to receive what? This tangible offer from the divine, something that you can trust, something that you can rely on, something that, could be increased finances, could be opportunities for increasing your finances, could be introduction to schooling, which expands the mind and teaches you something new on how to live in a fifth dimensional world. It's time. It's time. May is going to be busy. Just saw some butterflies, so transformation. I do have quite a few cards with butterflies, birds. Keep an eye on those winged creatures, spirit animals. They have messages for us. They're guiding us into the light. Frigid snoring. You know what? Would it be a video with Mary Jo without Frigid snoring? No, it would not. I just love her to pieces. She's a pain in my ass as she is, but she eats all the food. I've got this new food. I've been trying to help little shit with her digestive issues. She has colitis. Like I had. She absorbed it from me. And so I've been trying new foods, especially soft foods, which I typically don't feed my cats, but Frigid loves it. So she'll go over and she'll eat her food, and then she'll go over and she'll eat little shit's food. She's a pig, man. She's a pig. But at least she'll shit right? Oh my gosh. Sorry. All right. See, squirrel. Focus on the cards here. Final message for the collective, please. I might need to read out of the book of this for this one. Ooh, that's a lot. Taking the ones on top, though. We've got birth, renewal. There's another bird. Yeah, keep your eye on the sky here. Interesting. Something about Texas is coming through. Just at quick glance, this looked like the shape of Texas to me. Really fast look. Keep your eye on Texas. I've got family down there, so I might need to check in with them from time to time. But yeah, keep your eye on the sky. And, ooh, shapeshifter, perspective. There's a hangman energy. Let's take a look at that in the book. My time. Shapeshifter. Let's see if anything resonates for you. Perspective. To understand a troubling situation in your life, see things from a totally different perspective. Shape-shifting helps you to do this. By taking on the qualities of a power animal, you will see or hear what is being conveyed with clarity. Notice that the power animal, she's becoming the crow. See that? The black behind her is a crow. Her head is right below the star, which makes the eye right there. Choose an animal that suits your current needs, such as a lion for strength, a dove for peace, a wolf for protection, or a raven to understand the bigger picture. Sorry, it was a raven. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and focus on the animal's characteristics. Breathe them into your very being. As you continue, you will become one with your animal and be taken on a visual journey. At first, you may find it unsettling to feel the body and characteristics of the animal you have become, but do not fear. The insight and perspective of this animal will be of great benefit. A smooth transformation back into your own mind and body is assured. An understanding of how to resolve your dilemma will stay with you. Listen to and observe your thoughts carefully. List all the positive attributes about yourself and the world around you. Change negative words to positive ones. Be free with your compliments, gratitude, and praise. What you deem is right may not be so for another. And they have a little like 4-lined poem here. Shapeshifter speaks. Whichever form you choose to take, bear, butterfly, wolf, or snake, the medicine will speak to you of what it is you now must do. Well, love that idea of tuning into the spirit animal and taking on its form to really let it speak through you. But come on, guys, I have got birds. Look at this Wheel of Fortune has a bird in the center. There's wings right here. Wow. Birds in this card. Wings in this card. That's a fairy wings. A bird in a nest in this card. Right here. Birds in these cards. I mean, seriously, keep your eye on the sky, guys. Keep your eye on the skies. There's something here about that. I don't know if that's about weather. I don't know if that's about chemtrails. I don't know, which, kind of sort of go together. I don't know what that's about, but it's strong here. We are in a time of renewal and rebirth, and it's very important that we get ourselves clear our energy fields, eat cleanly if you can. I'm hearing grow your own vegetables, and if you don't have a lot of room to do that, research how to do it in a small space. I know that's what I'm doing. I have a balcony, that's all I've got. I'm looking into growing potatoes and tomatoes. I don't know why those two, but that's what I've been given to start out. I've never grown a vegetable garden in my life, so that's what I'm starting out with. Hopefully, we have some success with that. But yeah, I've got a lot of other messages coming in about that, keeping your eye on the sky. So I will have to make a note of that. And tap into my own spirit team and see what they want to say about that. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for joining me. Oh, it's such a blessing to see you all here and to have you all here. And I welcomed all my new subscribers. You blow me away, guys. You're just blessing me left and right with your presence and your comments, and I love you for that. Big love to you. Have an amazing May. You've got this. We have been prepared for this, and we are going to come out more empowered than when we walk in. Yeah. Thanks. See you next time.